Ethiopian diplomats from around the world are convening in Addis Ababa. South Regional State utilizes modern technology on 51% of land covered with crops. Those are the main headlines in this news edition. Hello, welcome to ETV News. I'm Shamal Islam. A week-long meeting of senior staff of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs has been opened in Addis Ababa on Monday. The meeting brings together Ethiopian ambassadors and consuls general from around the world. The agenda covers discussion of the current status of Ethiopia's foreign relations, identification of challenge and proposed solutions. The working relationship of the ministry with other relevant federal and regional state authorities will also be reviewed. The week-long meeting will evaluate activities performed to mobilize the diaspora as well as business diplomacy to attract foreign investors. Foreign Minister Dr. Tedros Adhanom said the meeting will look forward to creating a diplomacy task force. Somali President Hassan Sheikh Mahmoud received credentials of the new Ethiopian ambassador to Somalia, Wundumu Asamne, on Saturday. The President and Ambassador Wundumu discussed a wide range of issues, including the deepening of bilateral relations between the two countries. Ambassador Wundumu Asamne replaces Ambassador Abdiaziz Ahmed Adam, who had been Ethiopia's envoy to Mogadishu since 2011. Adama Science and Technology University is distributing animated technology to local farmers, focusing on sowing in line and scaling up the new teff seed production. The research output is the first of its kind in the country and is believed to maximize production and productivity. University Scientific Animation Research Project Coordinator Dr. Gamechu Waktola said successful results have been attained by distributing environmentally friendly researched animation technology outputs to farmers residing in 9 localities of Adama and Lome districts. It was learned that the animation prepared using the local language and distributed through CD and mobile phones illustrates the full process of farming. The university is working in collaboration with the University of Illinois in the US to obtain better animation technologies and plans to make use of them on waterborne diseases and malaria. The South Regional State utilizes modern technology on 51% of the land covered with crops in the main harvest season. Abata Hailu has more on that.
Southern Ethiopia state is said to cover over 1.2 million hectares of land with wheat, barley, teff, peas and beans this main harvest season. The state has so far covered 800,000 hectares of land with various crops, though some parts in the state begin summer farming later. Farming inputs and technologies are put in place with a view to increase production. Regional Agriculture Bureau head Sunny Reddy said even though the performance is below the target, it is better than the previous year.
Our annual plan is to cover 70% of arable land in the state with modern package. The 818,000 hectares, which is 51% of the target, is quite promising compared with same period last year. But it is less than what we have planned to achieve.
Sidama Zone has sown select seed with fertilizer on 50% of plots ready for harvesting, while Gedo Zone did same on 48% of land dedicated for this cause. Agriculture Department heads of the respective zones underscored that it is possible to collect what is expected during the main harvest season.
We understand that a lot remains to be done to enable all farmers operate in line with modern farming system. The trend is promising that we would meet the target by keeping the momentum. We are helping farmers practice line sowing to achieve a boost in agricultural production. Efforts are in the pipeline to convince farmers that the use of inputs and technologies is vital to transform productivity.
Regional Agriculture Bureau head Sani already emphasized that better production is anticipated this season by drawing lessons from previous year performance.
Within the remaining period of time, if protection of crops is strengthened and the rain continues, and with other efforts of maintaining farming, plot management, pest control and continuous follow-up, it's possible to meet the set goal in terms of productivity.
About 300,000 hectares of land is due to be covered with crops in some parts of the region where summer farming begins later.
Ethiopian Society of Soil Science argues that use of fertilizer to boost production should depend on detailed soil research. The society made a remark on the 14th annual conference. Society President Dr. Iyasu Elias noted the application of fertilizer in Ethiopia is not based on detailed soil analysis. He went on saying that it is for such reasons that agricultural yields are not growing at the expected level in the country. Dr. Iyasu told the gathering that his society is set to support policymakers and researchers in the sector for common national cause. The Ethiopian Grain Trade Enterprise said it has earned more than 428 million birr from coffee exports in the concluded budget year. Enterprise General Manager Brahan Hailu told Walta Information Center that the stated sum of revenue was gathered or generated from more than 68,000 quintals of coffee exported to various countries. Compared to the previous budget year, this year's export revenue surpassed by 34%. Due to various reasons, the enterprise failed to attain its target of exporting 120,000 quintals of coffee to secure over 830.6 million birr in the budget year. The enterprise made a total of $45.2 million by exporting more than 263,000 quintals of oil seeds, cereals, pulses and coffee, showing a 14% increase compared to the previous year. You're watching ETV News. President Barack Obama appointed Ambassador Donald Booth as a new U.S. Special Envoy for Sudan and South Sudan. Ambassador Booth has previously served as Ambassador to Ethiopia, Zambia and Liberia. Ambassador Booth will spearhead U.S. efforts to press the parties to implement last year's September 27th agreement and resolve their outstanding issues, including with respect to borders, the final status of RBA, and ensuring the uninterrupted flow of oil. Obama said that much work remains, but when the governments of Sudan and South Sudan show political courage and put the interests of their people first, peace and progress are possible. Rollerblades, dancers and rappers fight it out for bragging rights at the annual Big City Bus Battle in Dakar, a hub of African hip-hop culture in the only competition of its kind in Senegal. Sadah Mohammed Sani has the following story from Reuters.
Rollerblade enthusiast Papa Aliano Seko, better known by his street name Fata, does his jumps in a fenced-off area of Dakar, where he can privately work on some daring acrobatic stunts. Soon he will have an audience, though Fata will have to show off his skills in front of the large crowds at Dakar's annual Big City Battle. It is an event that allows him and fellow rollers to demonstrate their skills alongside rappers and dancers who came to compete. Here is what Fata said during a practice in parking lot at Senegal's National Theatre days before the competition.
The Big City Battle is a nice competition because it allows role players, rappers, dancers to really showcase their skills through this competition to show all of their talent.
While Fata represented the Fan Hock area out in the suburbs, dancers from the Dalifort neighborhood are also preparing their team for the big event. 8 neighborhoods from Dakar, one of Africa's teeming hubs for youth culture and hip-hop, bring their most skilled performers to compete in the street battle. On the day of the battle, a small crowd gathered outside the Blaise Senghor Cultural Center in Dakar. Dance troops from the various neighborhoods displayed their moves. The group from Medina neighborhood eliminated Monkey's troops in the first round. There are no rules, and it is truly a trial of who had the best street skills. The event's organizers say the Big City Battle in its 5th year has expanded with the help of sponsors, and plans are underway to take it to other cities in Senegal next year.
This is the only event in Senegal since 2008. That's putting all those disciplines together to help the young people in Senegal. And we'll be doing it, and with the help of Red Bull, pretty soon, definitely next year, God willing, and we have the support of Red Bull to do it, not only in Dakar, but we're going to go to the other cities also, like Thiès, Kaolack, and St. Louis for now.
Fata managed to make it to the finals, but the improved competition ended up being too much, and he lost in the last round. Still, he got the chance to show off his skills to a big crowd and get in some impressive jumps in the process.
And Nigeria will be represented by 3 wrestlers, or female wrestlers rather, in the World Championship scheduled to take place in Budapest, Hungary later this month. Training in a multi-purpose gym in the oil-rich Niger Delta, one of them, Blessing Oborodudu, says the pressure of being a woman in a male-dominated sport is what makes her tougher than many of her teammates. But she admits that the training can be more challenging physically for a female wrestler, although this has not hampered or dampened her passion for the sport. 9 wrestlers make up the coaching staff working with the team to get them up to speed on the latest wrestling rules and techniques. Officials say they will use this tournament to gauge the strength of the wrestlers and rank them accordingly in preparation for the 2016 Olympics. Daniel Igali, Nigeria's Olympic gold medalist who won at the 2000 Olympic Games in Sydney in male's freestyle wrestling, is a president of the Nigeria Wrestling Federation (NWF). Wrestlers competing in Budapest will be able to take part in 3 international styles: men's freestyle, men's Greco-Roman, and women's freestyle. Well, you've been watching ETV News. Many thanks for staying with us, and have a nice day.